Hi there, welcome to my happy place. At this time it's my workroom messy kind of place, but it's because I've been having a lot of fun in here. I have been making quilts for a long time, designing quilts. One of my favorite things to do when I am thinking about a quilt is figuring out the colors that I want to use, the pattern, usually I have the pattern in mind, by figuring out what fabrics I want to use. So this year we're making some kits for shows. A few years ago I started out with a few kits because I'm just a one gal operation basically. I don't have access to like a fabric store to make 100 kits or anything. I just make a few very unique kits to go with my patterns. And we started out, one of the very first kits that we offered was something for the flower hugs. This is a flower hug, and our kits have a background fabric, fabrics for the flowers, the little papers that you need to do English paper piecing, also a rickrack stem, and I think there are enough variety of, I think there's 6 fabrics, and there are 3 or 4 dark fabrics, 3 light fabrics, and there's enough to do all of the parts to make these nicely colored leaves. Then in the kit also there's a fabric for the binding to go around the edge. So here is the kit for one of my kits. They're not all going to be like this. They're not all going to be this fuchsia flower, but they all will have the same things in them. This is the binding. Here are the green fabrics underneath, and the background is sort of a creamy white on this one. So we've had these before, and we're going to have them this year. They're very nice. If you've not tried English paper piecing, it's something that you can try with just a few of the papers. Give it a try and see what you think. If you really like it, you can go hog wild and make a great big quilt. But these quilts I usually give to friends. Oh, and inside the kit is a pattern. So in the pattern you can also make a table runner and these small or placemats. There's a good variety there. So that's the kit that we've had, and there's different varieties of the flower hug kits. Then a few years ago I designed a quilt that's called Tag-Along Turtles, and it's about 20 turtles tagging along on the wall. Since we had so many turtles, we decided that some people may just want to make a few turtles. So the Tag-Along Table Runner is a kit for people who just want to maybe make 3 or 4 turtles. And in the kit there is background fabric. There is also 3 turtle outside shells and heads and legs for 3 turtles and the inner shell. And the good thing about the turtle kit is that the turtle shells and the green heads and legs parts are already fused. They already have fusible on the back, and they're cut out and they're ready to go. Here is a kit that we have for, and they're all different, they're all unique. Here's the background fabric. There are 3 different turtles. The inside of the turtle is just an oval, and they're shown. This is the outside edge for a sashing and outside border. And the turtles, the legs and the heads are all tucked inside the pattern here. And there's a pattern involved too. So there's a lot of work to getting the turtles all ready to go, but it certainly is a great idea if you just want something that you can quickly fuse down, sew down, and be ready to use it or give it to someone else. When we're at shows, oftentimes people will not want to make 20 turtles. They don't want a full quilt of turtles. They may even think, oh, I really don't want a table runner. But sometimes they just want one turtle that they can stick on a bag or a book or a shirt, whatever. These are what we call the tag-along turtle in a bag. And the turtle has, again, it's got the outside shell, the inner shell, the outside shell, and the legs are already stuck with their fusible, so they're ready to use an iron, fuse them down, and you need to sew around them. I wouldn't try to wash them without stitching around the outside. This year then we have some new kits that we haven't tried before. Sometimes when we're at quilt shows, I have people that just really like the Presto Links quilts. This is a Presto Link flower. They are called Presto Links because they are a quilt which has been sliced apart and linked back together with beads. So for our Presto Link flower kit, in the kit I have given you or put enough fabric for the background and enough fabric, different color fabric to do the flower, green fabrics for the stem and the leaves, and fabric for the triangles at the bottom. I think some of the kids, or sometimes there's enough fabric for this binding here to do these two too. If you want to do your prairie points with this color, you're welcome to do it, I believe. So let me show you a kit. I thought these are so cute. I love this background fabric that I found. This will be the three coral colors of the flower. This is the green for the leaves and the stem. And this is the binding, or what I call the trim and the binding. And then there's a pattern inside here. What I don't have on these kits is there's no fusible attached. So you do need to provide your own fusible web. I use Steam and Seam 2 Light, but whatever you like, that's fine. There is a pattern included, but I do not include the batting on any of these kits. On this kit and the next one, I do include some muslin, because you need to, the way that you make the quilts is you make sort of a false back, and that's covered up inside. So the only thing you would have to provide yourself would be the backing fabric and the beads and the batting. So backing, beads, batting. And then you can make your own Presto Link flower. So there's a different varieties of those depending on what you like. Also, this year we're going to do the same thing with the Presto Link Birdhouse quilts. They are just like the Presto Link flowers, except they're birdhouses, and they require a little bit more little stuff on them, but it includes the background, fabric for the birdhouse and the post, the trim fabric, the rickrack, both big and small, and then different fabrics for the green fabrics to go with the, you can use these, the green down here, but green fabrics a variety of fabrics for your flowers and your bird. Here is one. An example. This is the background. This is the birdhouse blue and the stem, or the post of the birdhouse. This green would be for the binding and the trim. And then here's green for the leaves. Here's a variety of fabrics to make birds and flowers, and the flowers each have a couple of different colors. You can arrange them however you like. Once again, the pattern is included, and all you have to do is provide batting and a backing and sew it all up. And then you can go to any craft store or Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. They will carry beads, and these Presto link quilts, they take, I counted them up, I think they just take 40 to 50, maybe 40 beads is what I usually use. But you can get a tube of beads or a package of beads. As long as they're the same size, you're fine. And there are directions, of course, in the pattern for how to do the beading, how to put this together, and you can have some very exciting new quilts that are just very unique. Nobody else will have one exactly like that. So, I hope to have some other new kits sometime soon, but if you get to a quilt show that we're at, please check with us about our kits. And I'm just having a ball trying to find these fabrics to put them together. This is very fun for me to make. I'm not getting other things done, other quilts made, but I'm having fun putting together the parts for these kits this year.